All right. Well, for those of you who are here, thank you and welcome to our Juneteenth celebration and our Prepare for Power concert series. I'm happy to be here. I'm glad you guys are joining us. This is our lovely and beautiful Groundswell team. We are here in support of our very own Bartees Strange, also known as Bartees Cox, with his mom, Dr. Mildred Cox. We're so happy for you guys to be here. We're just, happy that you guys decided to join us today. And you can see our faces here. We're standing in solidarity with everything that's going on right now. We're here as a unit, here as a family, and we're supporting everything that's going on right now. And we're here to celebrate because today is a special day. It's Juneteenth. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and pass the mic to our own Michelle Moore so she can introduce our first guest today.
Thank you so much, John. And I'm so grateful to be here today, standing with the Groundswell family to honor and to celebrate Juneteenth. And I could not be more grateful to be able to introduce Dr. Mildred Mcclain, Mama Bahati, who is one of the mothers of the environmental justice movement. If you look her up online, you will find testimonial after testimonial after testimonial of people who have been inspired by her, not only in their individual work, but into careers and to commitments of entire lifetimes, of working for justice. I was blessed to meet her not that long ago, actually, at an event in Atlanta that the Solutions Project brought together. And as soon as she walked in the room, you could just feel her spirit, and you knew that she just had the word of God with her. And I have been so grateful to know her. Mama Bahati, I love you, and I am so honored that you are here with us today. And I want to share now with my friend, my BFF, my board chair, my boss, Kimberly Lewis, who is going to say a couple of words of welcome and introduction too. Thank you, Kimberly.
Thank you, Michelle, and what a blessing to be able to be here with you today. This is the conversations and the visioning that we spoke about almost 20 years ago when we were together with the broader green building movement. So it is an honor for me to be in this lineup of killer, rock star, environmentalists. High five to the team that is here. You are making it happen for Groundswell. And on behalf of the board of directors, we're proud to elevate and celebrate the work that you're going to begin and telling the story around Prepare for Power. Mama Bahati, I got to know you over the last year and the work that you've been able to accomplish over 50 years of really being a stable founder in the environmental justice movement. But even beyond there, you have done so much work in elevating the consciousness of youth, educating community development, public health, people's liberation. She has literally launched over 3,000 young, brilliant minds all over the globe. And so for me, it is such an honor with all the work that you have done. I was able to bring you to the Global Green Building and Sustainability Convening Women in Green Leadership platform, where you are laser focused in charging our women to not only just mentor, but sponsor 3 African American women under the umbrella of being courageous, having a culture of courage. So the soil is prime for you to launch us and kick us off for the ideals and the visioning that's going to move from talk to action, which you've been pushing all of us for. So I'm very honored, along with Michelle, this team, and the Groundswell Board of Directors, to pass that sacred mic to you, and we're grateful to have you here today.
Thank you so much, my 2 sisters. I am so honored to be amongst this particular team. This is an action team. I like talking, but action speaks louder than words. And I know Kimberly and Michelle and Bartees to be action-oriented people. So I'm honored to be present with you this evening on this beautiful, beautiful occasion, the celebration of Juneteenth, the celebration of a holiday, but more importantly, an event that we should never forget, and that is the final freeing of all enslaved people within the United States. That is so marvelous. And even as we see what's going on today, the pandemic, the political movement moving forward, we are still able to have hope, to have a vision of the beloved community. I just can't give it up. And so in honor of those who lost their lives in the Middle Passage, coming to this territory, we salute you and your families and your bloodlines and your legacies. And we pour libations to your spirits so that they can be elevated, so that you can continue to serve as an ancestral guide to all of us who are of good conscience, who have moral courage, and more importantly, we are on the ground doing the work. Imagine the slaves who could not breathe. Imagine the mothers and fathers, aunts and uncles, the children who felt because they were enslaved, they could not breathe, they had no breath. So on behalf of all of those people, we take a moment to just breathe, because breath is life. When the mother carries that baby in her belly for 9 months, and then she pushes through that strenuous labor for a human being to come forward, it is the slap on the butt and the grasp of the air that signifies life has begun. So we all together now, let's take a breath on behalf of all the descendants of the Middle Passage and the freed people that celebrated on Juneteenth. On behalf of the thousands of children around the globe, we salute those who are in the streets trying to make it better. We salute those who are in the suites trying to make it better. We are at a historical point where we can, on this day, recommit ourselves to the vision of racial, social, economic, and environmental justice. We must protect and preserve Mother Earth for generations to come. And it is people like you see on this screen and who work for this organization who will stand together, and we will proclaim that we are the new Harriet Tubmans. We are the new John Browns, pulling together for a new victory in the near future. Thank you so much for taking the time to celebrate Juneteenth. And let it not just be for today, but every day, that we celebrate the freeing of a people, the taking away of those burdens of being shackled. And we look forward to replacing this extractive economy with a brand new day where the beloved community reigns supreme. Let us work together so one day my grandson and my great-granddaughter will be able to say, free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we are free at last. Thank you so much. and let's have a wonderful evening of celebration.
Thank you so much, Mama Bahati, for those beautiful words. We're going to move into celebrating with some music. And, you know, with no further ado, I'd like to introduce the very special, the very talented, the ultimate supervisor, my supervisor, Bartees Strange, and his mother, Dr. Mildred Cox.
Oh, yeah, my mom is Dr. Donna Cox, but that was close. You're good. You're good. So yeah, hey everyone, I'm Bartees Strange, but at Groundswell, I'm Bartees Cox. I direct the marketing team there, but I also make a lot of music and produce records for a lot of different bands. It's really special to be able to do this, you know, after COVID hit, and we were all kind of scrambling for ways we can stay connected to our partners and to the community and to the people we care about. You know, Michelle and I thought that this would be a really good idea, you know, to have something that brings people together, and to kick the series off around Juneteenth it's really special, and has been a really important holiday for my family, and of course, obviously in the Black community. You know, so, you know, it's a blessing to be able to do this, and especially to be able to do it with my mom, with, you know, a workplace full of people who care about me. And, you know, I hope that, you know, you like the songs. I'm going to play a few songs that, you know, some I've written over the last few months. The first one is a song called Hold the Line that I wrote for George Floyd and his daughter. I gave the song to a publishing group called Rough Trade, who used the song along with a number of other songs to raise $15,000 for his family and for Black Visions Collective in Minnesota. So I was really happy to be a part of that. And, you know, here's the song. I hope you like it. I think it's a good song. Hold the line, hold the line. There's a whole lot of people wanna be where you going right now. Take your time, take your time. Fighting for the things that my mother told me I wouldn't like. I'm happy, but I'm full and I'm tired. I've seen this for my whole life. What happened to the man with that big old smile? He's crying to his mother now. Ooh. Crying to his mother on his side. Take my life, trade in mine. He had everything that I wish I had, I ain't even gonna lie. See that babe, see that child. Can't imagine what's running through a young mind now. Hold that line, hold that line. Fight your fight until I get back down. There goes time, there goes time. I'm sure the big brother wishes he could be here now. I'm happy, but I'm full and I'm tired. I've seen this for my whole life. What happened to the man with that big old smile? Now I'm crying to my mother. Now I'm crying to my mother on my side. Ooh. Hold the line. Hold the line. There's a whole world of people wanna be where you're going right now. There goes time. There goes time. As I fight for the things that my mother told me I wouldn't like. See that babe, see that child. Can't imagine what is running through a young mind now. Thank you. That song's called Hold the Line. I hope you liked it. It's so interesting playing these online concerts. I've played a bunch of them in the last 3 months, and it's just, you know, it's weird not having a crowd in the room, but I know that my mom's clapping, so that's good. Cool. So the next song I'm gonna play is called Going, Going, and it's actually a song that I've played for a long time. I wrote it when I was in high school, and I've been playing it since then. I'm not gonna tell you how old I am, but it's been a long time since I've had this song. And it's about leaving home. And like when I moved from Oklahoma to the East Coast a long time ago, I felt, you know, I was really alone. I didn't know anyone when I moved here, and this was a song I wrote that reminds me of the things I love about home, and also a lot of the things I'm glad I left home for, right? Oklahoma is a super conservative place. There's a lot of beautiful things there, but a lot of really scary things there too. I'm sure that everyone's aware of, like, you know, the Juneteenth celebration in Oklahoma right now, and, you know, Trump is having a party there. So this song is for my Oklahomies. I know a few of y'all are on this call right now. So yeah, the song's called Going, Going. Sundays you'd find us inside with the lantern on, blood on the doorsill, armor of God, eyes to the Savior, the gun in my pocket, waiting for morning to come. Come on down and get me. Come on down and get me. When I'm gone, I'm gone. I can tell you'd always run. Now I'm gone. Gone. Black folks, we dance when we're sad on a tightrope. The women that loved me whipped me with switches out in them ditches, dodging tornadoes, hoping the cavalry'd come. Come on down and get me. Oh, come on down and get me. Ooh, come on down and get me. I'm gone. I can tell you'd always run. Now I'm gone, gone, gone. On a base far away, out where it's hot in the morning sun. There's a sense that I am still with the men in the pews beneath Plymouth Rock. And I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm gone. Oh, I'm gone. And you're gone. You're gone too. Thank you.
Yeah.
That song's called Going, Going. And if you want it, you can find it online where all my stuff is. But thank you. That's a very personal song to me. Yeah. The next song I'm gonna play is called Daily News. And it's a song that I wrote when I moved to Brooklyn. It was the first place I ever lived where I felt like, oh my gosh, like this is home. Like I never grew up in a place that was like, you know, full of Black people and tons of artists and, you know, it was just like so many new things at once. And I found myself in that city. And this song is honestly, you know, it's like, you know, might not be the best thing to say, but this song is about the drug dealers that lived outside of my apartment. I was so scared of them when I moved to Brooklyn. I had never seen, I was like, oh my God, you know, I was horrified. But like, I got to know them over the years, and this song is about how beautiful they are, like how much I learned from them, and how much I respect them. You know, I keep in touch with them to this day. So this song is to them. I sent one of them the Zoom invite, but I doubt he's on it. But we'll see.
Yeah.
I'll know. He'll call me. But yeah, but this song is for them. It's called Daily News. Wasted people right outside my door. They seem fine. Wasted people right outside my door. They seem fine. Ooh. 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 I just lost the wave. I just lost the wave. Picture me again, floating off to see the same. Picture me again, floating off to see if I could feel again. I don't think you'll win. I can see the feds your name going away. want to show you that what I see is all above you. That's why I think, and all the things you said that you would do. Now did you? And so wait for the time that I thought I'd lose. It still astounds you how I move, and all the ways that I've been there for you. I sing to you. But wait, I want to show you. I want to see you. I really need you. And just stay there. Because there ain't nobody else like you. And I found you. And I found you. And I found you. Wasted all those people, they're still right outside my door, and they're still fine. And I'm wasted because the people who are right outside my door all my life. Thank you. So, those are all the songs I'm going to play today. For me, personally, Bartees songs. I want to introduce the most special woman I've ever met, my mom, Dr. Donna Mitchell Cox. When I was a kid, she would sit in between our rooms, me and my brother in one room, my sister in another room, and she would sing every night. And I was a kid, so I didn't know, like, I was listening to like a world-class vocalist when I was like 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14 years old. I just, it just became like a part of the routine. And now, like, that I'm older and I look back on just like all of it, all of the music in my life, all of the instruction, all the guidance, all the things I make now are because of my mom, in so many ways with the music. She had a huge impact. And, and just a little bit about my mom. My mom grew up in North Carolina, normal folks, working class family, went to Eastman School of Music on a scholarship and tore it down. And like, she's been on a tear ever since. She's unstoppable, incredible woman that I don't understand how she lives through so much of what she's lived through with so much grace. I look up to her. So we're going to do a few songs, and I just want to introduce her. So Dr. Donna Mitchell Cox, welcome.
Thank you so very much for having me. I am overwhelmed right now and very full. And what I mean by very full, whenever I hear Bartees Jr. sing, it makes my heart, I want to cry, but it's not a good time to cry right now since I have to sing, because then I'll have all kinds of stuff in my throat, so I'll cry later. But he always, all of our kids, they bless the socks off of us, and all of them are talented musicians in their own right. They're singers, they're musicians, and it's just wonderful to see Bartees pursue it to this level and to be so creative. Thank you for being so wonderful. Well, the first song that I'm going to sing is the Negro National Anthem. So the form is to stand up when it is performed. So that's why I am standing, for those of you that might not understand why I'm standing. So may I have an E, please?
Yes.
Have an E. Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound high as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has brought us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of a new day begun, let us march on till victory is won. God of our weary years, God of our silent tears, thou who has brought us thus far on the way, thou who hast by thy might led us unto the light, keep us forever in the path, we pray. Lest our feet stray from the places, our God, where we met thee. Lest our hearts, drunk with the wine of the world, we forget thee. Shadowed beneath thy hand, may we forever stand, true to our God, true to our native land. All righty. The anthem was arranged for Lincoln's birthday in 1900. It was initially performed by 500 Black children in Jacksonville, Florida. James Weldon Johnson noted that the children of Jacksonville kept singing it. They went off to other schools and sang it. They became teachers and taught it to their students. Within 20 years, It was being sung over the South and in some other parts of the country. Now, getting back to Oklahoma City, each summer we'd gather our 3 children and go to watch the parades for the Juneteenth celebration, and participated in a few because of our family's affiliation with Black Liberated Arts Center Incorporated, Executive Director Anita Arnold. The next song we will be performing is a lullaby from Ira and George Gershwin's opera Porgy and Bess, set in Charleston, South Carolina. This piece has been transformed by several genres, and its melody is beautiful. It is telling of love for your baby and their future. As Bartees mentioned, I sang this to my children every night when they were children. So this song has a very special place in our family's heart.
You need to be flat.
For
Or did you need a
summertime.
note for it?
No, I just need you to play.
Cool.
Summertime and the living is easy. Fish are jumping and the cotton is high. Don't you know your daddy's rich and your mama is good looking? So hush, little baby, don't you cry. Summertime and the living is easy. Fish are jumping and the cotton is high. Ooh, your daddy's rich and your ma is good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. One of these mornings, you're gonna rise up singing. Then you spread your wings and take the sky. But till that morning, there's nothing can harm you. With your daddy and mommy standing by. One of these mornings, you're gonna rise up singing. Then you'll spread your wings and take the sky. But in that morning, there's nothing can harm you. With daddy and mommy saying Rayshard Brooks, Gregory Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery, Tatiana Jefferson, Bolton Reed, Stephen Clark, Sandra Bland, Philando Castile, Alon Sterling, Michelle Clouseau, Trayvon Martin, Eric Gardner. These are familiar names, not because of them running a football, a touchdown, or creating innovative technology, or because they were the next famous entertainer. These are the names of someone's family member that is gone due to a wrongful death. I sing this next song by Boyz II Men to remember their lives and to let their families know that they are not forgotten. Their children, their husbands, their fathers, their mothers are not forgotten. Now I need to be flat. How do I say goodbye to what we had? The good times that made us laugh outweigh the bad. I thought we'd be forever, but forever's gone away. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. I don't know where the road is going to lead. All I know is where we've been and what we've been through. If we get to see tomorrow, I hope it's worth all the wait. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. And I'll take with me the memories to be my sunshine after the rain. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. And I'll take with me the memories to be my sunshine after the rain. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. Thank you. Thank you. In every state of this country, protesting is now the voice of Black and brown people. Systemic racism has systematically been ignored, and that is a fact. But the words "enough is enough" in the land of the free profoundly emulates the storm of change that we long for. The list of names mentioned and our ancestors freed from slavery, hence our celebration of Juneteenth this evening. Let our protests and the lives painfully lost resurrect every American's heart and soul as we stand up for justice. I've been walking with my face turned to the sun. Weight on my shoulders, a bullet in my gun. Oh, I got eyes in the back of my head, just in case I have to run. I do what I can, while I can for my people. While the clouds roll back and the stars fill the night, that's why I'm gonna stand up, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home, far across the river. That freedom calling me to answer. Gonna keep on keeping on. I can feel it in my bones. Early in the morning, before the sun begins to shine, we're gonna start moving towards that separated line. I'm waiting through muddy waters. You know I gotta make a mind. And I don't mind if I lose any blood on the way to salvation. I will fight with the strength that I got until I die. So I'm gonna stand up, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home, far across the river. Can you hear justice calling me to answer? Gonna keep on keeping on. And I know what's around the bend might be hard to face, 'cause I'm alone, and I just might fail, but Lord knows I tried. Sure as stars will the sky. Stand up, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home, far across the river. Can you hear freedom calling me to answer? Gonna keep on keeping on. to prepare a place for you. I go to prepare a place for you. I go to prepare a place for you. I go to prepare a place for you. Thank you for having me. Nothing like a live performance, right?
And I just wanted to say, thanks to Groundswell for hosting this, and thanks to everyone coming out. I see a lot of folks actually showed up. I know Kimberly Lewis has a few words to close us out, but just wanted to say thanks on behalf of me and my mom. We appreciate it, and everyone have a blessed, happy Juneteenth with your friends and family in your house. Stay inside.
Yes.
That's it.
That was so amazing. We are so grateful. But on behalf of the Groundswell family, first, I hope that the last hour has fed your spirit as well as your soul. I call it chicken soup for the soul. And to Dr. Donna Cox, when I heard the anthem, it was just amazing. It's already going on live out on video, but it was such a level set for our history and the foundations and the spirit of what we stand on. And we're grateful that you stepped away to join the Groundswell family and to be able to join in unbelievable, the talents. Bartees, we're so grateful as well. As the comments were showing how beautiful the words that you have written and sang has just edified people's spirits throughout the last hour. So we're excited that you're one of the first of many artists that you've handpicked, Bartees, to really exemplify what will come forward after this launch. To Dr. Mcclain, Mama Bahati, we truly know from your words we are birthed into a new season where we can breathe and live out that abundance that was envisioned and that we want for all. Please stay tuned for future artists. You'll hear from Bartees and the rest of the ground team for what is left and what is to come for the Prepare for Power series. God bless and continue to celebrate. We need it.
All right, everyone. Well, I guess this concludes our first Prepare for Power concert. So you guys have a good afternoon or evening and have a happy weekend.